Well, let's start our little road trip, eh? Let's see where we're gonna go. So, currently cannot pronounce that, Vlore in Albania. Let's see. We are using the Pro mods as well, by the way. Might just turn that mix down just a slight touch. There we go. That seems to be a bit better. Euro Truck's music is a little bit loud. Get forklifts up to Poland then, why not?
Let's go.
I am. Oops. Let's just turn off that navigation voice. Don't really know why that's on. Let's see. There we go. Let's just turn that off. We don't need a yapping away. Right. Let's go then. So, this is my first ever stream. First dipping my toes into content creation, to be honest. So I don't really have a clue what I'm doing, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I have played Euro Truck on and off for a number of years now. Also sim race as well, from time to time. Just nearly got wiped out by a Skoda Fabia. My fault, not really paying attention. Still glancing over to Streamlabs just to make sure everything's okay, everything's set up properly. It's going to be a lot of trial and error. I am using a Logitech G29. I've had this wheel many years now. I picked it up in 2016 on a bundle. I think it was £120, which especially back then was an absolute bargain. I've since upgraded to a set of Fanatec CSL Elite pedals, V2 I think that's what they're called. And yeah, I absolutely love it. Nice, relatively inexpensive setup. I would highly recommend the pedals, especially because of the brake pedal. It makes trail braking so much easier because of the load cell. I cannot recommend that enough for me. I am, as you can probably tell by the density of traffic, I am playing with a few mods installed. So Pro mods, I think really is kind of essential to the game, I would say. And then we have realistic, right, we have real companies, real truck sounds, the physics, realistic traffic density as well, which is why we're currently stuck in gridlock at 5 to 8 in the morning in Albania. I feel like it adds a little bit of immersion. It's not too bad once you get outside of cities and stuff and on the motorways. Like, I feel like it really adds to the vibe of the game, I would say. Like, this is actually the first time, well, the second day playing with the realistic traffic, and I think it does add a lot of immersion, apart from when, you know, you'll typically see they don't deal with merging lanes too well, especially coming off a 3-lane motorway to a dual carriageway and then onto a single lane road. They really struggle with it. Like, there's many times it's caught me out. I'll just be barreling down the motorway at like 120 k's and then just suddenly seeing a pile up because some lorries try to merge into the single lane and it's just caused utter chaos. I'm still just glancing over at the moment at my audio levels, just making sure everything's okay. It's kind of weird, I've got to get used to the whole talking to myself thing, because I know it's going to be quite a while until I get a viewer. So I'm just using this opportunity to just get comfortable with chatting to myself, really. I'm not sure how the quality of the microphone is. I'm just using my headset, so it's probably not ideal, but eventually I'll upgrade to a proper dedicated microphone, although I have no idea where I would fit that on my desk, to be honest. Well, we're starting to move ever so slowly. Also, anyone who's ever played this game knows the AI really cannot handle roundabouts. So we'll see how this goes. Presumably not too well. Oh, let's see. Yeah. Okay. So, well, wrong exit there. I wasn't really paying attention. This is the thing, you see. Man just pulls out straight away in front of me. You know, the whole yielding to traffic on a roundabout doesn't seem to be a thing in Albania, which, I mean, this is the Balkans, that probably is kind of realistic. It's got to be quite a long drive ahead of us, I think. I do have fatigue, simulation, all that sort of stuff turned on. I'm not sure when, because I've just loaded a personal save, really. Like, I was thinking about using a realistic economy mod to kind of reduce the payout for jobs and stuff like that, to kind of give it more of a, yeah, I guess kind of a grindy feel to it, but unfortunately couldn't seem to find a mod that works with pro mods. Personally, I'd rather have the expanded map, because I think pro mods is exceptionally high quality. There's a lot of mods dotted about, especially for American Truck Simulator as well, which expand the map massively. Well, they're not always at the highest quality. Also, I do have the cabin accessories mod. As you can see, we've got a packet of cigarettes, some money, little Buzz Lightyear R2-D2, and my favourite, which I think any lorry driver should have, is some bottles of beer on the back seat, on the sleeping compartment. Also, I'm not using track IR or anything like that, which is why I have the virtual mirror up there, because I'm using a well, pretty much a single monitor setup. I do have a second monitor which has Streamlabs at the moment, but it's literally a 720p television from like 2007, 2008 that was just lying around in my flat when I moved in, so I figured, well, you know, that's a free second monitor, so I have a 4K monitor which I use as my main monitor, and then this little 720p monitor off to the side, which I'll typically just use, well, for Streamlabs at the moment, but also say if I'm playing Football Manager, which is another game that I absolutely love. But anyone who's played Football Manager before knows it completely consumes your life. So you letting us go? No? This is the thing. This is why I would love VR or minimum like track IR, because he was letting us go. I could have pulled out, but couldn't see the other lane in time. Looks like we're going to be sat here for a while, I think. In fact, let's just try and edge out. Let's just bully the traffic. No, let's let's not bully the traffic. Okay, caravan's stopping. Let us out. Sound. Okay, so we can start our journey off to Poland now. So in terms of the truck we're using, well, actually, I was just about to show, but we'll wait until we're around this corner first, just so I don't crash and kill someone. So this is a massive load, as you can see. Renault truck. I've never used a Renault truck before. I usually go with Scania or Volvo. But I figured this really big fuel tank, powerful. Never used Renault before. I love the interior, so I thought let's give it a try. And the paint scheme, I'm a massive, not only F1 fan, but motorsport fan in general. I figured Renault's motorsport colours, as anyone will tell you, is yellow, so I've gone with yellow and black paint scheme, which they did run also in Formula 1 before they changed the brand to Alpine. But what are you doing, Chief? Okay. I mean, I was edging out there into the roundabout, but why he changed lane there, I don't really know. It looks like we're going to be sat here for a while. There is an insane amount of traffic. But things will flow an awful lot better once we get onto the motorway. I can't actually remember the drive down here. I think I came from Bulgaria and there was like a very slow single lane mountain road, which I think we have to go back up. So that could take some time. Just look at this traffic. This is the thing, you don't really see traffic like this at the base game. So I absolutely love the addition of this traffic mod, even though it does make it a bit of a pain when it comes to roundabouts, but looks like we're going to have a gap here. Right. Should go relatively smoothly, actually. And I've just realised I wasn't paying attention and took the wrong exit. So we get to go back on the roundabout, which means we get to wait in that queue again. I'm just gonna use this opportunity actually just to bring my phone up, cheeky bit of texting and driving just to see how the stream is, make sure it's not lagging or anything like that. That would be, I'm not going to indicate, sod it. Ah, well. Why does Twitch want a security code from me? Definitely don't do this, definitely don't do this while driving, especially a truck. I really would not recommend that. Right, let's just see. I just want to make sure that the stream is running smoothly, because I would hate to do hours worth of stream to find that it's been streaming in like 10 FPS. That would be a complete pain. Right, let's accept that. Yeah, sound, okay, accept that. Right. My channel, I suppose. It's actually, I don't actually use Twitch that often, to be honest. I use mainly YouTube, but oh yeah, the stream's going fine. Cool. Right. Okay, well let's get some progress done then, eh? do love the sound of this engine on the Renault. It's pretty beefy, I'm not gonna lie. For the longest time stuck with just a little used Scania, so I might actually tweak the audio again. It seems like the engine on full tilt kind of is going over the going over the microphone audio a little bit again. This is kind of new to me, so I just need to get this mix sorted. Right, let's give that a try, eh? Okay, that seems to be better. If anyone has used Streamlabs before, you'll know what I'm talking about. The game audio no longer goes into the middle of the yellow, as I just nearly cut someone up there. So, as you can probably tell by the fact that my driving is kind of all over the place, I don't actually have a license in real life. Not yet. So, so we're going to be... Do I move over? Yeah, I'll move over. Yes, I don't actually have a license at the moment in real life, both a lorry license or a driver's license. So, because I've always worked near where I live, so I've never needed to get one. But I do plan on changing that. I've actually left my job last month. I have a new job. It's a new year, so I thought, why not start something new with streaming? Why not? Because I've got more time on my hands now, and with that time, I can pursue what I really want to do, and that is join the RAF. I wish to join the RAF as a driver. Because not only do I get to experience what I wanted to do like 10 years ago in joining the RAF, but if I join as a driver, I can get my HGV license, and then I can do this in real life. I just realised I was speeding. We'll just freewheel it up this hill, it'll be fine. Use a bit of cruise control, why not? So, in terms of, you know, streaming and goals and stuff like that, like, you know, I see a lot of people, when they start out, they'll set little goals for themselves, like, I want X amount of viewers or X amount of followers by this certain amount of time. For me, you know, I'm not really too fussed about that. This is just something to do, really. I mean, I can spend my nights just driving around, just chilling, hopefully chatting to some people. I'm just going to jump onto this roundabout. This is absolutely ridiculous. I would never do that in real life, but considering it's the AI and it's all clogged and jammed up, I might as well. I mean, like, just, yeah. Don't know what he's doing there. I'm actually going to move over just so the AI doesn't cut me up on this right lane, then I can't actually move off the roundabout. Again, not something that I would do in real life. But yeah, my aims for streaming and all this is to just hang out, really, just chill with some people. I know eventually that I will have a viewer to talk to, that sort of stuff. But you know, these things take an insane amount of time. And my main focus at the moment, like most of my free time, I'm spending at the gym or outdoors running, which is very, I was gonna say very dangerous. It's quite dangerous at the moment. Just we're in the midst of some pretty cold weather at the moment in the UK. I mean, if you're from, say, Canada or Scandinavia, it's not really cold to you, like -2 degrees, but it just means there's quite a bit of ice about, and I don't really fancy running outside and slipping on some ice, which I actually did. Again, going back to how the reason I don't have a license and stuff. Walking to work, I actually slipped and fell over at like 5:30 in the morning walking to work on Wednesday. Landed on my back, smashed my wrist off the floor, my elbow, and yeah, that wasn't too fun. There was quite a bit of swearing involved, not gonna lie, but Jesus, this is a bit dicey. Wow. Not sure why we're going through like the middle of a town here. I'm not really sure if this is DLC or if this is part of Pro Mods, but it's pretty crazy. Right, okay. Let's try it. Oh, that's a little bit tight, but there's no traffic, so it'll be fine. Yeah, so I actually slipped and fell over on ice the other day. My back is still not great, I'm not gonna lie, so I've not been to the gym for the past few days, just to heal up really, especially because my next day back is I'll be training back and biceps, which is a good day, it's a good training day, but not when you've got a bad back after falling on some black ice. So going outside, like the prospect of going outside and actually running in that, not great. Plus I also found out, so I've been training since September. First like really cold day we had was back in mid-October. Went outside for my my usual run, just 5Ks. As soon as I started running, lungs completely burning. It was literally like swallowing a lighter. Didn't know it was a thing, really, that cold air going into your lungs kind of creates a burning sensation, which isn't very fun. So that's another, of course. Well, fuck it. Yeah, so the combination of the cold weather, the black ice, the being in pain, I think's a good excuse to stream today instead of being outside, you know, running, potentially injuring myself. That's what I keep saying. But in terms of like running in the cold weather and that, it's something that I really need to get used to, because I'll be doing that a fair bit in the RAF, especially in training anyway. Because even though, fuck it, even though I intend to join as a driver, everyone gets the same. Going through. Everyone gets the same basic training in the RAF, no matter what your role is. So there will still be a decent amount of running and stuff like that in basic. So I'm trying to get myself as fit as possible, so that the physical side of training is easier, and then I can focus on the academic side of training and learning about, you know, the RAF and stuff such as that, which I won't actually learn. I won't actually learn any driving until phase 2 of my training, which will be after 10 weeks of basic. Well, like the whole application process and everything, because capita are a bit of a nightmare. Like, it takes a long time. I've seen people say that it's taken them up to 10 months to a year to actually join, because medical conditions that they haven't had since they were a baby have prevented them from joining, or like, well, not prevented them from joining, but you know, they've been labelled temporarily medically unfit. and then there's an appeals process which you got to go through. It's just a big hassle. It's a lot of time. So my plan is to cut weight, get fit as fit as possible, because I was about I was trying to think, I'd say I was about 2 stone, maybe 3 stone overweight, which was about 35 pounds, I would say. I was overweight, so I want to cut 35 pounds in total. So far I've cut about 17, so I'm pretty much halfway there. I've calculated, because I've been doing it since September, I've calculated I should be at my target weight in... Oh, why are you stopping? I've calculated that I should be in my target weight in April. So my plan is get to my target weight, then start the application process, and then I can bulk a little in the application process, but also really hammer cardio, like endurance training, because I've been doing a lot of resistance training as well. But you know, the main focus of training in the RAF, it's all cardio based really. So like I'm naturally, like my natural build is skinny, so I'm actually pretty good at running. Like it doesn't really take it out of me. It's just at the moment I get short of breath pretty easily. Like I'm already fit enough to, like, even though I'm still overweight, the joys of being skinny fat, right? I'm still overweight by, I think, I'm not the best with kilos, but I think by about 10 kilos, and I can still do the pre-joining fitness test. Like I can pass that. You basically, well, they lowered the standards for it in October, so presumably to let me in, right, make it easier to apply. They dropped it in October. It used to be, for my age, it used to be a 2.4k treadmill run at 12 minutes 36 seconds, 19 push-ups, and I think 32 sit-ups. That was it. So if you passed that, you would then basically just wait for your day to start training, and then you would do a test while you were there, like in your very first day of training, and that you had to pass. If you didn't pass, you went home basically. So they've lowered the standards for like the pre-fitness test and the test for when you're there as well, actually, but it's mainly the pre one that's been cut massively. So now there's no longer, for my age, well, for everyone actually, there's no longer push-ups and sit-ups. So the time, it's still a 2.4k run. The time has been cut from 12 minutes 36 to now 13 minutes 47, which I can do. It absolutely kills me. It completely wipes me out. But I can do it. But then I shouldn't be, you know, like coughing up my lungs, or being unable to breathe, you know, like as I've just ran 2.4 kilometers, because the speed, the average speed of it is like 10.3 kilometers. So the way I've been training for it, I've just been running like the 2.4k and just like upping, oh wait mate, just upping the speed. So I started with running it at 9 kilometers an hour, did that was easy. 9.5, pretty easy, and then 10 was a bit of a struggle, and then 10.5 was insanely difficult. But I managed it. That's what I'm at now. I'm trying to I'm trying to get to 11 kilometers an hour. It's really difficult. The jump from running at 10.5 kilometers an hour for like 2.4 kilometers to doing it at 11, it's only 0.5, but I don't know why, it just absolutely kills me. I still haven't managed to achieve that yet, which is pretty crazy how just half a kilometer an hour can impact you so much. So yeah, I still have a fair bit to go, which is why I'm waiting until I'm actually fit before I apply, because as far as I know, I don't have any medical condition that would slow down my application process, but they could pick up something daft, something silly, make me temporarily medically unfit, which then I need like a doctor's note to say that I am fit. Well, that can take time to even get that doctor's note, and then it also Streamlabs seems to be struggling a little bit. I hope the stream's still okay. Yeah, that could take quite a bit of time as well. I'm just gonna pause real quick and go over to the stream on my phone, just make sure everything is still running smoothly. Right, let's just have a look, eh? Okay. Never realised so far actually how much delay there is with streaming to phone. Yeah, it seems to be fine, but then the audio input on Streamlabs is lagging quite a bit. So apologies if you can hear the stream back a second. Streamlabs. Yeah, I'm just seeing. So I'll have a look, see if the audio mix is correct. Right, I'm just going to talk a little second, just to see. Yeah, it seems to be fine, audio mix. I mean, I really do need to get a microphone though, because this not the best quality for streaming, like. But I'll get one eventually. I don't really have the money at the moment to, well, with changing jobs, don't really have the money to go and spend on a microphone. I know you can get some pretty decent ones these days for relatively cheap, but it's not really something I can prioritize at the moment. This is one thing I certainly hate about driving on the continent is toll roads. They're an absolute pain. Thankfully we don't have them in Britain, and it seems like I've got into the cash toll as well, because I don't really understand this. Like, obviously some are cash and card, presumably the card is going through at the moment, right? But then the amount of times where I've gone, like, say far right there and the barrier has been down, but sometimes it's up. I never know if it's up or down. Like, you can kind of see it now that it's down, but if you're approaching whilst moving, it's very difficult to see. I mean, that literally says up there digital pass, but couldn't see it in time. So I guess we're paying cash. Actually, no we're not. Sod it. Pro gamer move. Again, not something I would do in real life in a HGV, but it's what it is. Oh, just have a bit of water. So yeah, I realised that the quality of this stream isn't going to be the best. Fully aware of that. I'm still gonna have to go through a lot of teething issues with getting the audio mix correct. So the stream will be going up to a VOD, and then I can watch the VOD back later on, see, you know, if I should turn the game volume up, turn the mic up, turn the mic down, all that good stuff. Because it has been a long time since I've done content creation. Yeah, I did used to, I did have a YouTube channel many years ago. Brain just wasn't working for some reason. I did have a YouTube channel many years ago where I'd I'd create videos for Formula 1 on F1 2016. I think I did some on 2017. So I used to be in a league, but I just didn't really have the time to do it with work, and then anyone who's done any form of league racing or anything like that before knows that you have to basically dedicate everything to it. And when I say everything, I mean really, you know, to get that good at a game you have to play it a lot, which is fine, you know, that's to be expected, but I like to play a multitude of different games, really, because I guess I just didn't really have the attention span to sit there for like 3-4 hours a day really practicing. Because, you know, I was pretty quick, but I certainly was never gonna hit esport level. So it's like, if you don't have the natural talent to hit esport level, then there's no point really prioritizing that much into it. I'm gonna have to find a rest stop. I've no idea where one will be. I've just remembered that I forgot to configure the sat-nav zoom onto my phone. Mate, you're really not going to try and pull out here, you absolute dick. Right. Yeah, this is looks like there might be a rest stop further up actually. But yeah, this is where the realistic traffic mod can be a bit of a pain, is single roads coming off onto a motorway. Right, after we go to sleep, it'll be fine. But yeah, it can be a bit of a pain. But yeah, in terms of games, I'm thinking of streaming. Well, obviously this. I think I probably will, for the most part, stream Euro Truck, because I can just sit back, chill, relax, eventually talk to people. And then I think eventually I'll stream something like iRacing maybe. I'm not the best at iRacing. I'm pretty clean, but like well, I haven't played iRacing now for about 3 months. And I only started, I think I was only playing it for probably about a month. So not the best. But in terms of being clean and everything, great. But yeah, low split iRacing, it's an experience, I'll tell you that. Hey, I'm gonna be sat here a while, I think. Fortunately, there's no real way around it, like there was with that toll booth. But yeah, I am thinking of doing a 24-hour stream for charity with Euro Truck. I'm not really sure. I need to figure out what day I'm going to do that, to work that around work and the gym and stuff. Because 24 hours, like, that's not much of the challenge, I would say. You know, it's effectively just being awake for 24 hours and driving. Probably going to be a lot of incidents, a lot of crashes, right? But the real challenge comes when it's time to go to sleep, because you can be a little bit wired from it, but also you're gonna sleep an awful lot, and the next day can be a bit of a write-off. So I've got to make sure that I've got plenty of time to recover from that and go to the gym or work, depending on whatever I've got. But it is something I'm going to do, but I want to get used to, you know, streaming first, setting up the audio mix, that sort of stuff. Funnily enough, actually, just remembered I do actually have. Now I had, I mentioned that I was doing YouTube like 8 years ago. I had a Snowball Ice mic. I wonder if I've still got that. I've since moved, but I think it might be at my dad's. I think I just need a stand, like an arm for it, because my co-worker, he did YouTube. Like, he was really good at it. He actually had a lot of subs and everything. He did like MLG videos, if anyone remembers those. He used to do that a lot. I think he's deleted his channel now, unfortunately, because they were actually pretty good. Well, as good as like MLG videos could be. But he like stopped doing it around the time he was wanting to encourage me to start it. Let's see if we can get parked up here. Nope. Okay, well, I've got a plan. Now, presumably, parking spot might be in here, so is it gonna let us sleep here? Let's see. Yes, it is. Yeah, top tip that I just learned recently is some of these traffic stops, like the parking spots for sleeping, can be a bit temperamental. So a good way around that is to simply just drop the trailer and then come back and pick it up. Right. That's a bit loud. Okay. Looks like we've got a border crossing up ahead, actually. Do you know what? While we're here at a petrol station, I won't say we really need diesel. It looks like we've got half a tank, but we might as well fill up while we're... Whoa. Parking brake. Just a little HGV rolling off down from the pump. You'll love to see it. Probably look at getting a few more trucks or expanding the garage with that 233k. Right, let's try and merge without dying. That should be fine. Truck and coach, okay. Not actually sure where we're going here. If we're going to be going into Kosovo or up to Montenegro, I'm not too sure. Because I didn't really look at the route, I just know we're going to northwest Poland. By the looks of it, so is he. Well, I mean, company's from Poznan. Ugh. I think when it gets to like 3-4 AM I might sleep again, actually, just so we can see a bit more scenery, because the West Balkan DLC, it's absolutely stunning. I've not had the DLC long, so like all this is relatively new to me as well. I think I have been through here, but only the once. Some of the scenery, especially in Croatia, absolutely beautiful. So I hope we are going to go through Croatia. Why is that an unauthorized border? Ah, the X-ray. What? Well, I'm sorry, right? Where is the X-ray? Over there? I don't know. Whatever. It's only $1,000, right? Not a lot of money. I wish that was the case in real life. I absolutely love these truck physics mod is actually amazing. Just how the cab just wobbles. Right. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. Foot on the brake. One of the drivers couldn't find a job and cost $1,000. Wow. That's not ideal. Also the frames. Absolutely atrocious. What's going on? Whoa. Okay. That was weird. Not ideal. Kosovo, okay. So presumably we'll be going up to up through Serbia then. Sure, we won't go into the messy details of whether we're leaving one country going into another when it comes to Kosovo into Serbia. Right, let's see if we can make a bit of progress. I absolutely love, I think my favourite of all these mods is probably the cabin accessories, like the fact that I can have a phone there on the dashboard, a teddy to the right of me, oh, an R2-D2 as well, just chilling in the cab. It's pretty cool, it adds a lot of flavour. But yeah, the 24-hour stream, I still need to think of, well, what charity I'm gonna hopefully raise some money for. I don't think I'd raise a lot of money, or if anything at all, to be honest. Just on the fact that, well, I've never actually streamed before, so I also don't know why I'm going slower to 130. So yeah, I'm not expecting to raise an insane amount, but literally anything at all would be incredible. Just need to think of what charity to do it for. I'm thinking maybe slow that down a little bit. I'm thinking maybe prostate or testicular cancer, something like that, you know, or for like a homeless shelter or something. Because it would be really nice to help out. So it's 6:10, which means I can break my fast in an hour. I've also been doing, you know, with cutting weight and getting fit and everything, been doing intermittent fasting. I mean, caution if you're going to do it, you need to be careful with it, it's not something you can mess about with. Something you really need to ease your way into. So like, a good way to start it is to do like a 16-8 split, or like an 18-6 split, sorry. So the good thing about it is, so if you do like an 18-6 split, that means you can eat for 18 hours of the day, like in a window, and basically when you're asleep, like that counts as the period where you're fasting. So if you want to start out, you can effectively, it's a case of either like just eating breakfast 2 hours later, or having your dinner like 2 hours earlier on a night. Really good way to do it. Like, you lose a lot of weight from it to start with, and then once you get used to that, you know, you can either cut that window down, or like what works for me personally is eating one meal a day. So when I say one meal a day, it's not just like eating a normal portion that you would have for your dinner. Like it would be, say you give yourself a 1 hour eating window, so you would basically eat your day's worth of calories in that 1 hour window. So say if you're aiming for like 1800 calories a day, you just eat 1800 calories worth of food in that hour. And what that does is after I think it's 5 or 6 hours, your body has basically used all the energy and nutrients from the food that you've had, and then so all the calories from the food have burned. Then it goes on to burning glycogen, which is basically sugar from muscles, is where it's stored. It doesn't actually reduce like your muscle tissue as long as you've had enough protein, which anything over about 100 grams of protein you'll be fine. So you kind of want to, have all the food in one window. Then the calories are burned off. It goes to glycogen. Once the glycogen's burned off, you'll then enter ketosis, and then your body then uses the fat stores to burn calories, because your body really wants to at all costs hang on to its fat stores, because it's conserved energy for something that would have been extremely useful to us hundreds of thousands of years ago, where food was very scarce, which is great for those situations, but most people thankfully are not going to be in situations like that anymore. So it's like typically when you'll start your nutrition and exercising and stuff, you will lose weight at an insane pace very, very quickly, but a lot of that will just be water weight. And then the trap that people fall into, they'll lose, say, like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 kilograms in a month, right? Something insane like that. But that's predominantly water weight, right? So then you go on to like 3 or 4 months down the line, you're still doing the same things, but instead of losing like 3-4 kilograms, you can lose like half a kilogram or sometimes nothing, and that can really get people down and really deter people and make them fall off the wagon, when in reality that most of that weight they lost before was just water weight. But then it gives you the sense of, I've lost an insane amount of fat, which you haven't. It's just water. And then you have to remind yourself of that sometimes, because you won't have, say, like consistent weeks of losing weight. So the best way to do it is to average it. So for me, for example, I'm aiming to lose an average of 1 pound a week. Now that doesn't mean that I'm going to lose 1 pound every week. Some weeks I'll maintain. I've never actually got to a point yet where I've put weight on from the previous week, but I will maintain quite a few times. And then, like 2 weeks later, I'll just lose like 4 pounds in a week like that. It's very weird. It's very inconsistent sometimes, like with how your body works and stuff. Genetics plays. I didn't even tell me to go to the weigh station, but whatever. It's just very personal with how you and your genetics work. And I think a lot of people don't realise that, because when you start out and stuff, you'll either start with like, say, like Weight Watchers or a fitness influencer, and the ones they'll promise like, lose X amount of weight in this amount of time, and even if you do achieve that, it's mainly just water. And then once that water weight's gone, you'll typically start losing at a very slow rate, and it can deter a lot of people. Because another thing where people go wrong when it comes to losing weight is the gym
it's not massively important. If you strictly just want to lose weight, the gym is not where you lose weight, it's what you eat. It's 100% what you eat. So like the best way to do it is to always calculate your maintenance calories, and it's different for everybody, and this is the thing, this is where people go wrong. It's like my maintenance calories, well, my BMR, it's around like 2,000. So if I eat less than 2,000 calories in a day, I will lose weight. If I eat more than that, I'll gain weight. If I eat that, I'll maintain, right? But the thing is, if you're naturally a bigger guy, you've got a bigger frame and stuff like that, or your metabolism is much quicker, your BMI, you know, your base metabolic rate, it could be like 3,000. It could be as high as 3,000. So it'd be very easy for you to lose weight, but then you will find it significantly harder to eat like 1,800 calories. You would be absolutely starving. So for me, my BMR, which is basal metabolic rate, it's basically how many calories I'll burn if I just sat down doing nothing, is around 1,700 calories. So, and then you like add the exercise on top of that. Let's say that's like 300 calories you burn just at work, going for a walk, whatever. You then add that up till you get 2,000. So if I eat less than 2,000 calories, I'll lose weight. But the important thing is to not be like, okay, well then I'm just gonna eat like 700-800 calories a day, because then, yeah, you will lose weight, but you'll literally be starving yourself. You'll lose a lot of muscle mass. Whoa, not concentrating. Yeah, you'll lose like a lot of muscle mass, but also your body will panic. Eventually, your body will panic, and it will go into kind of a starvation mode where it will just hang on to as much body fat as it possibly can. So all you're then doing is you're limiting your body in what it's actually intaking in terms of, you know, nutrients, vitamins, macros, all that good stuff, for nothing, because you're just clinging on to the body fat anyway. Like the body fat, if you do it like that, the last thing that will go is the body fat. It'll burn through your muscles completely, which is kind of not what you want. So, but again, that's contrary to how we are these days, really. Like everyone wants everything now, quickly, and it just doesn't work like that with everything. And so you really have to be patient with it. Like, yeah, it can be a bit of a struggle only losing like 1 to 2 pounds a week, but that's just how you have to do it. The biggest tip that I could give literally anybody is just eat food that you actually like. Like if you absolutely hate vegetables, like broccoli, stuff like that, just don't eat it. Seriously, just don't eat it. Just get in your calories. Get in enough calories. Hit your protein. You'll be fine. Whoa. Yeah, see, this right here is where the traffic becomes sketchy. We just slowed down there from 120 down to 60 for nothing, mate. Nothing up here. No, it's... Oh wait, man. Just doing a ride up his arse, just like fans like to do on the motorway, but it's not encouraging him. If anything, it's deterring him, making him go faster. Just get a safe distance from him. I mean, why is man doing 67?
that's a rest area up there, I might actually sleep just to get us into daytime. Yeah, why not? I'm just going to put my beams on just so I can see properly. I've missed the turn-in, so this is going to be a perfectly legit move. Right, where's the parking spot? There it is. Okay. I think this one is gonna be one of the dodgy ones where I can't really sleep with the trailer. Could I just disconnect that? Nope, not having it. Ah well, sod it. We'll just keep driving. Tends to be when you have a very long trailer, it doesn't really like parking spots quite often. I really should make a bit of room on my desk for my water bottle, but small details, I suppose. Yeah, so with my feeding window, we'll call it, coming up in 30-35 minutes, I think I'll end the stream after we deliver this. After we deliver these forklifts, then I can go back, watch the stream, review some stuff, see if I need to adjust my audio mix and stuff, see how see what the quality of the mic's like as well for a start. Like I know it's not going to be great, but I don't know specifically how good or bad it's going to be. And I also need to figure out, you know, how far away I have it from my mouth and stuff like that. Because this is the annoying thing. Like on Discord, it's perfectly fine. Like it's certainly loud enough in Discord, that sort of stuff. But then when I look here with Streamlabs, it's always like very close to the game audio. I mean, this song's loud. It's quite a loud song. But it'll be fine. Minor details. I mean, no one's watching at the moment anyway, so this is like the perfect time to iron out these creases as a streamer. I think I've actually kind of got used to just talking, to be honest. I think that's the thing, you know, like no viewers at the moment, I could just sit here and just be quiet and just drive, but that's not really going to be helping me as a streamer, right? Like I need to get used to chatting. That was a bit sketchy. Definitely sketchy. But yeah, these are all things I need to get used to. I need to find, you know, like, why? Well, at least it moved. Yeah, I need to find, like, you know, my, I guess, persona, for lack of a better word. I don't really want a persona, like, I just want to be me. But I need to find, like, you know, if I'm going to be completely chatty or basically quiet. Like, I'll be honest, I don't really watch streams, to be honest. I've always been more into... Traffic's picking up a bit now. Yeah, we're merging, that's why. Yeah, I've always been more into YouTube. No, they're not merging. Why has it stopped? Yeah, I've always been more into YouTube than streaming, so like, you know, if I was making YouTube videos, I'd have a good reference point of, you know, knowledge that I've accumulated from years watching YouTube. And I'd know, you know, like, what people want to see,
editing techniques, that sort of stuff. But with streaming, because like I've never really been into streams, like, I don't really have the attention span for it, so I've always preferred YouTube videos. But I think what I might do, I might actually just grab the VOD from this, because like this will be a VOD. I'm gonna upload everything to Twitch. I think I might just grab this and then just upload it to YouTube, cut it down or something. Because YouTube I am used to. It's been a very long time since I've actually uploaded anything to YouTube, or anything proper to YouTube. Apart from like daft little things that you know how it is when you just stream, like to your mates. But it's been quite a while, so a bit of practice on that could do well. But really, I think with the reason why I'm streaming and not doing YouTube is, well, I like the idea. I much prefer the idea of interaction and stuff like that on stream. Like I can sit here and eventually, you know, be able to chat to people. And that actually is really appealing. Like, because at the moment it's not like I'm not thinking like, oh, I've got to do this, I've got to do that for content. You know, I'm just playing the game. Like, I'm literally just playing the game as I normally would, and just talking. At the moment, well, yeah. Shouldn't have been looking over at Streamlabs there. Should have been looking in my mirror, but it's fine. Because this is the thing with Streamlabs. Right, I'm constantly looking, because I've not tested my audio and stuff. I'm constantly looking over at the volume bars and stuff, just to make sure that I am audible over the game. Because yeah, like I've done YouTube and that before, but not with this microphone. I had a proper mic, so it's something I need to get used to. So these are all little teething problems, but I need to think as well, like what I'm actually going to stream. I might just stream whatever I'm playing. At the moment, I'm playing. Well, really, it's just Euro Truck Simulator 2. I need to get back to playing Stalker, actually. I was absolutely loving that. I think I got to... Yeah, it's a 60, not an 80. Let's slow down. Yeah, I got to like the second part of the zone on Stalker, and then just stopped playing it. I think I got like... I did a few quests in Garbage, like the second part of the zone. And just never really went back to it. I've been playing it on Game Pass. Maybe it's something I'll pick up. But what I am really, really looking forward to is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I cannot wait for that game. I picked that game up when it released. I think, was it 2018? It released. It was pretty buggy, but it wasn't really like the bugs that bothered me. It was just how insanely hard it was. It's still fairly difficult now, but on release, wow, yeah, it was it was a difficult game, unintentionally in many cases. Like, for example, like in the tutorial where you start off, you have to beat up this guy for his hammer and nails, and you just could not win that fight. You couldn't win it at all. And then like the lock picking was ridiculously hard. I think I'd got about a third of the way through it, if that, and then put it down, and then didn't play it again until last year, 2023. And I really, really, really enjoyed it. What shocked me straight away, because I knew obviously like it'd been patched and everything performance-wise, but I didn't realise that like, whoa. Okay, well, parking brake saved us there. Well, that was that was sketchy to say the least. That would have been an absolute fatality. Is he actually moving? No. Yeah, that's kind of not ideal there. I mean, if the car's still moving, I would probably drive it up to the hard shoulder, somewhere up here, not parking it in the middle of the fast lane of all lanes. Yeah. Actually, actually amazed that we didn't just completely wipe him out there. But yeah, I started playing Kingdom Come Deliverance again. Well, it's gonna say this year, but in 2023, and I absolutely loved it. Like, I always liked the world and the story and everything anyway, but with just like less of the annoying bugs and stuff, it was so much easier to get into. Being able to just go straight through. Cool. Yeah, it was so much easier to get into that I could really, you know, properly immerse into the world, and it's incredible. And the sequel comes out. I think it's either, I can't remember if it's moving over. No, just blinking. Okay. Yeah, the sequel comes out. It's either the last week of January or it's like the first week of February. I actually can't remember. But I am basically gonna absolutely hammer that. I cannot wait. Then after that, well, GTA 6, waiting for that, as everybody is. But to be honest, right, and this is gonna sound weird, but anyone who's played the game will know exactly what I'm on about and exactly why I relate to this. But I'm actually looking forward more to My Winter Car, the sequel to My Summer Car, than I am for GTA 6, because I mean, I expect GTA 6 will probably, wow, these frames, it's not liking it down here. This is also something I need to iron out as well, whether I play the game in 4K and stream it in 1080 or play the game in like 1080 or 1440 or whatever. But yeah, I'm much more looking forward to My Winter Car, because I think GTA 6 will probably get delayed. Like, I'm fully expecting that. Although, mind you, you know, if it was going to get delayed, maybe it already would have been. But I think if we get into summer and it's still not announced it's been delayed, then I think we should be fine. Because I'm trying to think, you know, like Red Dead 2's release cycle. I think it was announced in like early 2017, and then it was going to come out, I think, Christmas 2017. And I think it was delayed to March 2018, and then they delayed it again to, I think, like October 2018. So really, I'm looking at this pattern of like 2 delays for some reason, because I mean, GTA, we don't know if it's been delayed before, because you've got to assume they've been developing it for a long time. Probably, I could have got it right. Oh well. Yeah, they've probably been developing it for a very long time. At least since after 2018 with Red Dead, but probably before that as well, just with like shorter, well, a less intense focus. Because I know that Rockstar, like, you know, they used to release a lot of different franchises. You know, you had like GTA, Red Dead, Midnight Club, Bully, The Warriors. That's a class game. Anyone, like, honestly, if you haven't played The Warriors, go and play it. Absolutely amazing. I've still to this day never seen the film. I actually should watch the film, to be honest. I'm just gonna overtake this guy. Never seen it, but honestly, that game, amazing, absolutely amazing. So like, yeah, a lot of people have been complaining that, you know, you only get like 1 game every 5 years from them these days. Probably more than 5. We're going into Serbia now, yeah. That actually took longer to get through Kosovo than I thought it would. you know what? I might actually sleep up here, just so hopefully you can get a bit more daylight in the drive. Because if I stretch this, he's probably going to want to go to sleep at like, I don't know, like 11, 12, and then we're just not going to see the actual map. But yeah, I know that you typically get like a game every year or two from Rockstar, just different franchises, but now, you know, because of the perfectly legitimate and understandable criticism from them. I know we already were in Serbia, but we're going to Hungary. When did we cross into Serbia? Well, when we... Well, it's a good job there aren't any viewers, because that was embarrassing. Yeah, I guess we crossed into Serbia, we went into Kosovo. Why are you stopping again? Literally driving for like hundreds of kilometers. I'm just gonna go through. No bother. 120k's down the motorway, that no bother. 5k's at a border checkpoint. Nah, can't handle it, mate. Right. Okay, let's have a little kip. But yeah, like the whole controversy with, you know, the brutal policies with like how they, you know, rush staff deadlines and crunching numbers, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's pretty whack, you know, that we've got to wait longer for games, but at the end of the day, you know, these games aren't made by AI, and I think that day will come eventually where games are made by AI, and, well, not really a fan of the idea of that, because I think, well, what makes games good for me, it's not really the mechanics, it's not a story, it's just the soul of it, right? It's like literally driving forklifts from Albania up to Poland. Sounds boring. That driver just costs 11 grand, wow. Yeah, sounds boring, right? Like, who would want to like play work? Who would want to play driving forklifts from Albania up to Poland? The reason why it's fun is because of the soul of the game. I am literally sat here right now, just chill, driving, streaming, just talking bollocks basically. And eventually I'll be talking to people. But that's the good thing about it, it's like the soul of the game. With AI, like, yeah, AI could probably make a game like Euro Truck Simulator in like 20 years or whatever, but it just wouldn't be the same. So, you know, I would much rather wait longer for high quality games like GTA 6 than, you know, have a Ubisoft game that's basically the same game released like every 2 years with a different skin. You know, massive open world that just feels empty, it's got no soul, no character to it. And it's just full of repetitive fetch quests and stuff. It doesn't appeal, you know. Like, you take a game like Fallout, for example, open world, much smaller than a lot of Ubisoft games. Well, I was going to move over, but can't now. Much smaller than a lot of I'm just moving over, I don't give a fuck. A lot smaller than a lot of Ubisoft's games, but it's much denser, it's much more compact, it actually has a soul, apart from Fallout 76. And I feel like that's the most important thing when it comes to a game, and I'm fully convinced that that's why Ubisoft are failing, is because, you know, they've been developing copy and paste games now for probably 15 years, really. I'd say since they hit gold with the Assassin's Creed franchise, and I absolutely love Assassin's Creed, but, well, the older ones, you know, from Assassin's Creed 1 up to I think Black Flag for me was the last really good one. But then it kind of got repetitive and stale because, well, they were releasing one every year, or like every 2 years. And then, Unity was a complete car crash. And since then, they've been doubling down on that. They'll make a massive open world, huge map, call it Far Cry, call it Watch Dogs, call it like Ghost Recon Wildlands, call it The Division. It's just the same stuff. It's the same process, the same feel to it, it's the same soul, right? That's kind of the problem with it. And eventually, you just get bored of it. I feel like even if you love those types of games, like we'll say Assassin's Creed Valhalla, for example, enormous open world, get to play as a Viking, can't raid villages whenever you want. Not a fan of that. That's a bit ridiculous in a game about Vikings. But it just feels soulless and lifeless. But like, if you don't really care that much about, an in-depth story and like a vibe or a feeling to a world, and you just want a massive map and just endless stuff to do that's repetitive, then that's fine. Like, some people clearly do enjoy that sort of stuff, but would that person enjoy that over like 5-6 different game franchises that come out like every couple of years? Probably not. And I think that's why Ubisoft are really in trouble, because people have kind of just got bored. People have just got bored of playing effectively the same game. And you can make the argument that Rockstar effectively with GTA releasing the same game, right? But the game is like of that high quality, and the fact that it only releases, we need to move over actually, the fact that it only releases the fact that it only releases like, well, it's been a decade now, well, over a decade, it's been like 11 years, coming up 12. Like, it's kind of fine, right? You kind of want the same formula, but just modernized, bigger and better, With Ubisoft, it's like, well, they don't leave you waiting or wanting for anything, because the next thing is just like 6 months away and it's pretty much the same experience. It's kind of the problem with it. Like, scarcity and anticipation is what makes media enjoyable. I think Star Wars is another good example. The Clone Wars trilogy, like the first one, the Phantom Menace, that came out when I was 6 years old. I think Phantom Menace, I think that was the first one I ever saw. I think that was the first one I remember seeing. But that film came out I want to say like 14 years after Return of the Jedi, right? So it's like a 14-year wait for what, looking back, like watching it as an adult, right? It's a very mediocre film, but I loved it as a kid, right? Because it was all completely brand new. But if Phantom Menace came out like 2 years after Return of the Jedi, it would just be looked at as a really bad film and just a really pointless film. But because it was 16 years, it's actually significant. It's not a great film by any means, but it's significant. And then you had the Clone Wars trilogy with Episode 2, like Attack of the Clones, like I think like 2. Was it 2? It was like 3 years later, and then Revenge of the Sith, which I think was like 2006, 2007, around that time. 3 films, a few years spaced out, fine. But then you take modern Star Wars, right? So you've got the film trilogy, not the best in my opinion. I've actually only seen episode 7. I didn't like episode 7, to be honest. It was basically just episode 4, just with different characters. But then, like, the oversaturation of it just puts me off completely. Like, you know, when you've got Rogue One, Solo, Mandalorian, that trilogy in itself, like, it's just too much content, and it just dilutes, you know, the actual product and how enjoyable it is. Like, something is better the scarcer it is, in my opinion. You know, it's like sport, for example. The primary sport that I watch is football, right? So you're talking like 38 games a season, each game means something. But then you look at like basketball or ice hockey, love the NHL. But 82 games in a regular season, that's too much to begin with. You're talking like a game every 2-3 days, too much. Makes it meaningless, especially with like the playoff system. And then, you know, the game doesn't mean as much, it's not as enjoyable because the passion is not there. And it's kind of a problem with today's world in general, is that a company will pick up a franchise, push it to its death until people are no longer interested. Well, we're getting closer. I think we should be in Poland pretty soon, I would assume, unless we're gonna go through Slovakia. I mean, just tailgating us that, mate, Jesus. Not advisable to tailgate a lorry, to be honest. Just trying to get some water in, as yapping aimlessly for like an hour and a half really really dries your mouth out. I think once we get there, I'll end the stream, go have something to eat, hydrate a bit better. I'm nearly out of water. Review it, see, have a look at audio and mix and stuff like that, see where I can improve, and then back at it tomorrow, I suppose, new and improved. Like, you can tell, like, if you just look at my Twitch profile, that I've basically just decided, you know what, I'm going to stream today, why not? Like, I literally got my old, which is still whack, to be honest, I need to make a better one. Got my old YouTube like profile picture, copied that over, whacked it into Twitch. Just decided to upload. Why? Decided to stream. Why not? But yeah, it's something that I'm actually really enjoying it. Like, even though, well, I don't think there's been a viewer. I mean, certainly no one's popped up in chat. I've actually still been really enjoying it. I've enjoyed this much more than what I would if I was just playing as normal without streaming. So I actually cannot wait till till we get some viewers in here and I actually have someone to talk to, you know. But I think this does actually. This is the thing, right? Like, this actually does simulate. Well, I was gonna say this does actually simulate a lorry driver's experience, but I don't know what that is first time. I don't know from this way, but it just feels like I'm driving down the motorway on the phone to a friend, you know, just talking. It's nice. I really like it. I really like doing this. So I'm definitely going to continue. I think really I just need to figure out a schedule, because I mean, it's what, Saturday? So I know that, you know, streaming on a Saturday night for the very first time, I'm not gonna get any viewers whatsoever, because like, you know, popular streamers and stuff like that are gonna be streaming. So really, it's a perfect time to kind of beta test it, because you know, if no one sees my first ever like bodged together stream, no one realizes how bad I actually am at this, right? In like a few months where I've actually picked up some skill and I actually know what I'm doing, and I'm actually pretty good at it. Because that's the same thing with anything new, right? Like, no one's good at something immediately. Like, you can be okay at something immediately and realize that you've got potential, right? But then you still got to work at it. Like, I think that, you know, I've been streaming now like an hour and a half, something like that. You know, I've not run out of things to discuss, to talk about. Just chatting to myself, basically. And so I know that I can do this, and I know that I can be good at this. I just need to oh, we're in Poland now. Yeah, I just need to no, we're in Slovakia. I swear in that mirror that flag was the Polish flag, unless I just didn't see the blue. I saw the red and the white. Maybe I just didn't see the blue. Is Poland red and white, or white and red? I always forget. I think it's white and red, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Okay. Maybe that was Polish flag back there, or maybe I'm just going mental. But this is it. Like, I know the fact that, you know, I've been talking non-stop like an hour and a half, not run out of things to talk about. I know that I can do this. I just need to look at where I can improve, what I can do better, you know? Like, could have been dangerous. Yeah, I think, you know, once I get some conversation going with some people, it's got to be even better. Like, I'm already enjoying it right now. Yeah, it's got to be even better when there's people in here, man. I actually cannot wait. Because this is what I like about the idea of streaming this, right? Like, if I was streaming, say, like iRacing or a Assetto Corsa or something like that, like, it's much more difficult to actually engage and talk to chat, right? But like right now, I'm literally driving one-handed with a flask in my right hand, glancing over, you know, on my stream, and this is the perfect opportunity to just chill out and talk to people. And also, I've noticed that my mic working. Because this is the thing, I can't tell like if my mic is still working, and it's just Streamlabs, like the bar, like the audio bar isn't working, or if it is just completely not working at all. So that's something I need to figure out. But I think like eventually, you know, I would like to get, I think like first priority is just learning how to do this, right? Learning how to do it. I'm not even going to think of a schedule really, I'm just going to do it when I feel like it. But, you know, learn how to do this properly. Then I think get a better microphone, and then get a camera, you know? But I actually love doing this. Because I mean, like, even the Streamlabs music, like, just adds so much to it. It's just such a vibe. I absolutely love it. Yeah, well and truly. Actually, this is the thing, like, I think we're probably like three-quarters of the way there to Poland now. So like, I'll be ending the stream like fairly soon. I'm already looking forward to when I'm gonna stream next. It's like, I'm just actually really enjoying this. I enjoy it, to be honest, I enjoy this a lot more than YouTube than what I ever did. Because YouTube, you know, to put together like a 30-minute video So I used to do Formula 1. It would take I do league races, but also career mode. So for career, right, it would take about an hour to capture the footage. Then, because I was never really that good at video editing, it never came naturally. And I only really did it, I think I made like 5 or 6 episodes, right? So I wasn't even really a YouTuber. It would take me like 2-3 hours to edit like a highlight video of that hour content to get it down to like 20-30 minutes. Then I would edit that together. So I then got to wait for the video to process. Then I would basically watch the video and commentate over it, right? Do post commentary. That in itself would also, I'd also just do it in one take. But if I made a mistake or whatever, I'd just start again. So not very efficient way of doing it, but that would take another like 40-45 minutes. So then in total, really, to create one 20-30 minute YouTube video, it would take basically a full day, and it's just not an efficient way of doing it. And then like I'd get views and stuff, you know, like you know, massive, like 30, 40, 50 views, but it was just harder to do. I found it less enjoyable. Like I liked talking, I like doing the commentary. I like playing the game. I just didn't really like the editing, to be honest. But like, say if I was to strip this down and cut this into like a YouTube video, you know, I could just watch it, write some timestamps down, go, right, okay, cut this out, cut this out, cut this out. Cut this out, cut this out. And that would take, well, if it takes like 2 hours to watch a stream, I get bored at a point, I could like go back to that point, put a timestamp in, go to another point where I'm more engaged, rewind that like 5-10 seconds or whatever, and then just cut it out like as I'm watching it. It's so much quicker. But you know, it's the fact that I can just sit here and chill and just talk, you know, it's amazing. Oh, yellow light. I don't really know where we are here. I mean, I know we're in the Czech Republic, but I doubt we're in a town or a city or something. Well, I mean, we clearly are, but I don't know if it's one on the map. I think if we have to sleep again, which I think we will, I think I'm probably gonna pull over, get some water, because my throat is really struggling. I don't really know how people do long streams of stuff like this, to be honest. And well, I say that like I'm really enjoying it. Obviously, I know how they do it, but it's like how they do it. What? Okay, just weird texture. I thought the map was bugged or something. Like I was walking, it looked like I was driving into like a sheet of tarpaulin. I was like, what? I was hesitant to actually drive into the tunnel. That was insane. Yeah, like I think next time I need to get like a big jug, like a big like 3-litre jug of water or something. Because at the moment I have like, turning off here, yeah. Just try to concentrate, make sure I don't make the wrong turn on. Yeah, at the moment I've just got like a 600ml Contigo thermos, like flask, which is great. Highly recommend it, but it's just not enough. just not enough when I'm continuously talking for like 2 hours.
That's empty. Right, where are we? Can't read that. Well, I can read it, can't pronounce that. We have to be coming up to Poland soon. I'm not sure how many Ks this drive is, to be honest. It's quite significant going from southwestern Albania up to the Baltic coast of western Poland, like near Gdansk, basically. Oh, this gearbox has been a bit weird. Single lane, okay. Well, this could slow us down a little bit. Also, I don't think I've seen a petrol station for quite a while, so it probably is a good job that we filled up when we did. Just like roll down the hill, why not? Yeah, I can tell it's I can tell it's coming up to the feeding window on my fast, because I am suddenly absolutely starving all of a sudden. Absolutely starving. Like, I actually don't want to end the stream. This is the thing, like, I actually don't want to end the stream, because I'm actually really enjoying doing this. But just the fact that I'm really hungry and thirsty, kind of gonna have to. Although I might. Is that clear? Yes. Yeah, I might stop the stream and then resume later on. We'll see. I mean, it's what, 7:05 yet? It's now my eating window. I need to think what I'm actually going to eat. Like, the thing is, with me, is that I actually really like cooking. And I'm actually pretty good at it as well. Like, everyone thinks I'm a good cook, right? But I like to think I'm a good cook. Probably not. But I just can't be bothered, because I live on my own. It's like I have to do everything myself. Like, I have to go to work, cook, clean up, like all that. It's quite rare that I actually do get downtime, so I need to like I do batch cook meals and stuff, but then I get like a bit like fed up of eating the same thing. Although saying that, I think I do. I haven't had curry for a while. I think I still have one. I think I still have some chicken tikka in my freezer that I cooked. Oh, I'm thinking of just whacking a frozen pizza and then just having like a tuna sandwich, or well, I actually just thought I need some chicken breast for my protein for the day to help me get over the mark. But I don't think I've defrosted that, so looks like we might have to skip that for the day, but it's fine, because since I was mentioning probably like an hour ago that I basically fell over on the way to work on some black ice Wednesday morning, I've done my back in. I haven't been going to the gym anyway, so plus like I've been a bit naughty and I'm avoiding the Christmas rush. I haven't actually gone over my calories or anything, but I don't really want to deal with the New Year's rush at the gym, especially because like the gym that I go to, like bearing in mind I'm cutting, right? So I'm losing weight, so like I need to do a lot. Well, I don't need to, but because I'm training for the RAF and stuff, I'm doing a lot of cardio. So cardio is a big focus. I have to do cardio like every session. The gym that I go to is a strongman gym. So there's only 2 treadmills. There's literally 2 treadmills in the entire gym. It's a pretty big gym, to be fair. It's got like pretty much any machine you could possibly want.
Like it's great for resistance training. But then there's like 2 treadmills and I think 2 rowers, maybe 4 bikes. I hate bikes, absolutely hate them. And I think like 6 cross trainers or whatever, but the fact there's only 2 treadmills. Like you can tell it's a strongman gym when there's only 2 treadmills. But then with like, you know, New Year's rush, everyone coming in for like the whole New Year, new me, it's like I'm not really, the chances of me getting onto a treadmill are pretty slim. And you know, it's cardio. Unfortunately, it is running that I need to train. But then, like, with it being insanely cold outside, it's gonna burn the shit out of my lungs. And the black ice everywhere, I've decided to have like a couple of weeks off. I'm still losing weight, to be fair. I'm still losing my pound a week. I now weigh 169 pounds, which is nice. But I was 188 pounds when I started in the first week of September. So I think I've been doing pretty well. I'm not as fit as what I'd hoped to be, but it'll come with time. I know for like the RAF and stuff with training, the runs, I'm pretty sure you're just talking like 2, 3, 4k runs, which I mean I wouldn't be able to do that now. But it's not like extreme, right? It's not like it's the army or the Marines or like the paras or something. Then I really would be a hell of a long way off from being able to join. But the thing is, like, I could probably really hammer and push myself to do the fitness tests and everything and get myself in. But it would be very difficult when I'm there, and I don't want it to be very difficult when I'm there. I want it to be as smooth as possible. Because, you know, the easier the physical side is, like the more energy and time. Well, I say time because, like, you know, I'll be awake longer. The more like energy I can focus on, you know, learning for exams and stuff like that. I'm absolutely famished. I need to check the results of the football today. I haven't actually watched because it's been the FA Cup. I'm a massive Liverpool fan, so hoping we bounce back with a win. I mean, we should do against Accrington Stanley. I'm pretty sure it was 2-0 at half time when I checked. I nearly was able to go to the game today, actually. A friend of mine is a club member and can get hold of tickets now and then. Like, I went to the Champions League game against Bologna at home in, I think it was October. That was absolutely phenomenal. It was an incredible experience. One that I'll never forget. But yeah, he nearly managed to get tickets for today's game against Accrington Stanley, but something to do with because he didn't register for 2 tickets when he first signed up as a member. Well, not first, but like when he signed up for the season. He wasn't able to change it and get 2, so he's got to wait till next season for that, which is a bit annoying, but it is what it is. But yeah, I'm loving this season. You know, Man City's complete and utter free fall has been phenomenal. Arsenal being a bit of a meme, still a serious challenger, or still a serious threat. I think I might follow this back. Yeah, why not? This could go very wrong. There we go. Yeah, I've been loving this season so far. You know, the collapse of City, Arsenal being a little bit temperamental, but I'm a bit worried now that because the fixture congestion is wild. Like there's 2 games a week from now until February, and that already has been, like, December was like that as well. So it's definitely a period where we could drop points. I mean, against United we were awful, absolutely awful. I think that's the worst probably played all season actually. But I mean, you know, a draw is decent. I watched it with my mate who I mentioned, who was at the game today against Pakistan, and he was losing his mind. I mean, he was intoxicated, but he was losing his mind, you know, drawing to United, dropping points. But the thing is, the way the table is, Arsenal also drew, so we could afford 2 drop points. So it wasn't really a big deal. Like, I think if we can get through this period into February with our lead intact, we'll be fine, and I think we will win the league. But if we're gonna have a wobble, we're gonna collapse, like it's going to be now. Like, we managed to get through December pretty unscathed actually. I was surprised. Just back off a little bit. I'm hoping we get back on the motorway soon, because I love driving on roads like this in the day, because, you know, you can see the scenery and everything, but 4 in the morning, can't really see much, so it's like the visual stimulation is not really there, and the speed certainly isn't. Damn, the size of that, man. Coca-Cola double trailer. See if there's a rest stop here actually in this petrol station. I just remembered, I think I was planning on going to sleep at like 2, but we've completely missed that window. No, it doesn't look like there is a rest stop. Okay, well, might be a risk of falling asleep at the wheel. That's not ideal. I have had that happen once actually. It's yeah, it's pretty sketchy. Just not concentrating, see if there's nope, no truck stop parking. Mint. Oh man, my stomach is absolutely screaming at me. Now, we really are going to have to find somewhere to sleep. I do kind of wish there was, well, I was going to say you could kind of park and just turn your engine off and sleep, like in a lay-by or something, but I guess to be able to do that you would have to allow people to just sleep in the middle of the road, which, yeah, not ideal, not the most realistic. I think what I'm going to do, get to where we're going. Can't remember where we're going. Just somewhere on the north coast of Poland, near the German border. Have some scran, something to eat. I think I'll watch the last 2 or 3. I think it's 3 episodes of Squid Game, the second series. I'm absolutely loving it so far. I've only watched the first series once, so it's like watching the second series I was having to remind myself who people are, because I'm terrible with remembering names. I'm pretty good at remembering, you know, like Western names, but when it comes to remembering East Asian names, I just can't. Just can't do it. I don't know why, I just can't. I think it always throws me off that they, you know, always say the surname before the forename. It's always a bit strange. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. This is insanely yeah, that's why it's insanely stupid. I was gonna say, thinking of overtaking this coach here, but it's insanely stupid to do it on a corner, and that is why. I'm pretty sure at this point we're probably going to end up getting to our destination before we get a chance to sleep. Right, is it going to turn off? Nope. Yes, I know, we're getting tired. It does not look like it's going to be a rest stop for quite a while. Again, I need to configure the sat nav onto my wheel, because I like to use the sat nav when the truck's actually got it, rather than the display window thing. I just find it way more immersive. Especially, I've only just recently installed the accessories mod, so like the fact that I can see the sat nav and have my phone there for the time. It's honestly just so immersive, I love it. It's starting to rain. Ah, there's quite a bit of traffic up there as well. Honestly, I'm about to have a screaming match with my stomach because it won't stop happening. This is the weird thing with fasting, is, you know, for like 90% of the day you'll be fine, but when it comes to the times that you normally eat, your hunger just spikes. It's horrible. Surely we're getting close now. We can't be far away. Yeah, I'm starting to get pretty worried now that we are going to get to the point where he's going to start falling asleep and I'm going to lose control. I haven't seen a rest stop for quite a while. This is a class road, to be fair. I do like this. Just wish. Oh, wait, man. Well, I was liking this till we pretty much had to stop. Actually getting to that point, I'm starting to feel a bit sick with the hunger. I always hate that phase. I think I'm gonna smash a sandwich in whilst I wait for my food to cook. Yeah, I probably should have planned this better and started streaming after I had something to eat, not before. But all teething problems. Oh, come on, man. We're going onto a motorway. Why are we going so slow? I was hoping not for that. Seriously, mate. Seriously. Fuck. Why? Yeah, well, he's actually picking up a bit of speed, to be fair. Just that double trailer just holding us all up, it seems. Yes, I know we're tired. There's nothing I can really do about it. Right, I think I'm gonna get a move on here, do a bit of speeding. Because I really don't want us to fall asleep.
GB. Cool. Not a lot of motorways in the southwestern Poland, it seems. Oh, there's a rest stop up there. Please tell me that's connected. Yes, it is. We're going by it. Cool. Well, hopefully we'll be able to make it to there. Yeah, should be able to. It's going to be a bit sketchy having to pull in. That bus just spawn in. Yeah, it's going to be a bit sketchy having to pull in from this side of the road, but we move. Session. Okay, we're getting pretty close. Well, I know that. Right, we'll turn off. Right, how am I gonna get there? That's the problem. So we can't go that way. But I'm gonna have to turn off, so I'm gonna have to go this way. Huh, we actually can go this way anyway, okay. Right, can't turn around. I'm sure there's a rest stop in town. Well, if it's redirected us like that and it's, you know, not wanting us to go back, then we should nearly be there. Actually, I think we are here. Come on. Are we? I'm going to try and pronounce that. Yes, we actually are here. Okay, cool. Well, sod the rest stop. We'll just go. We'll just go straight to the yard then. Why did I do that? I thought, well, you know, I'll go on the inside lane since I'm taking the third exit, you know, like you would do in real life. But I should have just done this. I was gonna give that guy a little gap because they will just go across me if they want to go out. Whoop! Yep, there we go. Well, oh man. Okay. Oh. Well, knew it was gonna happen eventually. Oh, fuck the vehicle. No one cares. Right. Let's try and swing this round. Unbelievable. Just as we nearly got here as well. Wow. Yeah, that's the risk you take. But I couldn't really turn around to go to that rest stop. We're just gonna go to this rest stop up here. I don't want to. We're probably on time anyway, so I don't really want to. Oh, have I just no, I haven't. Ah, it's a garage. Okay, can't go to that one because I don't own the garage. Yeah, I don't really want to risk that happening again and us damaging the cargo, so... Oh, please stop, please stop, please stop, please stop, please stop. Well, that one wasn't as bad. Right, we'll just have a kip here. Well, that was pretty sketchy. What a way to end a road trip, eh? Right, just swing this around. Hopefully I'll be able to swing it round in here. Yeah, no bother, look at that.
Oh man. See, that's going back to saying earlier about soul of games that just make them enjoyable. Like, we've just driven probably like 2,000 kilometers, something like that. We're driving in real life for like 2.5 hours, I think. Certainly 2 hours. And, you know, we're pretty much there, and then that goes and happens. It's just funny. Oh, didn't half get it stuck. Like, I thought for a second we would have been trapped and been able to get out, but it wasn't too bad. Next time, I'll plan the rest stops better. I say that, probably won't. I have a tendency to forget and overlook these sort of things. Actually, it doesn't look like... I thought we were here, I thought we were at the destination, but... Oh, at the town, but clearly not, so... Yeah, good job we did take that rest stop and risk it trying to go to a yard that wasn't there. But yeah, little R2-D2 with us in the cab. There is one way you can get Ben Kenobi as well, actually, which I was thinking of, but I thought, nah, we'll just go with R2-D2 instead. I think are we going to Seshin? I honestly can't remember. Alright, can you go right on red here? Yes, of course you can. I definitely knew that and didn't just risk it. Okay. Oh, come on, man. We're nearly there, I think. I'm just... Oh. Fuck. Yeah, whatever, mate. That was definitely 100% his fault, right? Definitely not ours. No. Certainly not. Not at all. Oh, 2 hours, 7 minutes. For some reason it says... Let me just test the chat. It says chat's unavailable, I don't really know why. Please tell me that this is still streaming. Oh, please. Oh yeah, okay, it is. Why is the chat not available? So it says I'm live. I'm literally like, looking at the app, like the Twitch app. There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's just bugged out for some reason. That's strange. Okay, yeah, back to driving now. Stop looking at the phone in the middle of the motorway. Yeah, that I mean, I say that wasn't a good idea. I just wanted to get into that lane. I didn't think he did seem to speed up. To be fair, I thought I could just bully him, but nah, clearly not. I've already crashed anyway because of the blackout incident. So I figured, why not? Just take the chance, get around that truck right and turn off. So, are you gonna give me room? 1G. Okay. Session Gdansk. I know we're not going to Gdansk. I know where Gdansk is. We're going west of Gdansk. But it's on the Baltic coast. I don't think Seshin is on the Baltic coast. I know it's western Poland. I just don't think it's on the Baltic. So we'll probably go into some smaller town, I suppose. I should nearly be there. I think burn through like 1,000 litres of fuel. It's insane. I think it's that other one that, yeah. Schwinosh, yeah. yeah, that Polish city. Not Gdansk, the other one. I honestly find Polish like so insanely difficult to read. You know, I don't know the Cyrillic alphabet, for example, but I understand looking at Polish, with it being in the Latin alphabet, why Eastern languages use a different alphabet, right? Because I look at Polish and just all the consonants, and it just doesn't make sense. It's just so difficult to pronounce. But that's how I imagine like Russian or Ukrainian would look, you know, if it used the Latin alphabet. But then for some reason, like I understand, it makes sense in my, God's sake, it makes sense in my head that yeah, I'm not supposed to understand like Russian or Ukrainian or Serbian, Bulgarian because it's in a different alphabet. The Polish, because it's in a familiar alphabet for the most part, I feel like yeah, I should be able to pronounce this, but then nah, no, just can't. It's just impossible. It's completely impossible for my Anglo brain to be able to pronounce Polish names. Why are you breaking, man? Yeah, like how do you actually pronounce that? Honestly, I can't wait till I get some viewers, because I'm sure a Polish person would love to tell me how that's pronounced and laugh at me and my pathetic attempt to try to pronounce Midge. Yeah, can't even see it long enough. Oh, we're here. Nice. Look at the state of this, man. So on the roundabout, I think I'm going to have to... No, I didn't have to give away. Normally they'll just like park in the middle of the roundabout. Now parked on the zebra crossing, but it was either park on that or park on the roundabout. Yeah, I need to think what day would be best for the 24-hour charity stream, because I know that if I do it on a weekend, like a Friday or Saturday, like it's gonna get no viewers. I'm not gonna be able to raise anything for charity, even if it's not money. You know, like awareness is just as important. Come on. What is going on? Can I have a look? Wow. Now that is some congestion. I didn't actually fully realise how big this trailer is. Yeah, there we go. Roundabout completely clogged up. Well, looks like we're going to be sat here for a little while. Oh, I stretched my legs. Ooh. Oh, we're moving. Yeah, traffic lights. Oh, come on, man, we're nearly there. This is always the frustrating part of the realistic traffic mod. I mean, it makes sense, it is 25 to 7 in some part of town where it would just come off a motorway and it looks residential over there, does it? No, it doesn't look residential. I thought they were like, you know, Adriatic style roofs of houses, when I suddenly see it's just one big fly building. Come on. Don't really know what this song is, but it's quite annoying. I miss the days of Twitch where, you know, you could just stream copyright music. Like, I would love to put on a good Spotify playlist. But this music's alright as well, to be fair. It's the first time I've really complained about it, and it's been like, what, over 2 hours, so it's clearly pretty good. Right, away, man, that's great. Oh, jeez, he beeps mine. Well, they're just going. Come on, man, we're nearly there. Actually, this is like the first time in like 2 hours, 20 minutes, whatever it's been, I've actually run out of stuff to talk about. I managed to talk for 2 hours, 20 minutes non-stop, pretty much. Actually impressed. Very proud of myself. Oh, of course he's... Well, I suppose it would be worse if he was turning off. Wait. Is that... Please tell me that's the end of it. I don't think it is. Or is it wanting me to... Oh my god, it's not. Oh man, this is painful. Yeah, this is the thing. Going through towns can be pretty painful. Well, at least traffic's flowing now anyway. I really should have mapped the sat-nav to my wheel, because I have no idea how... Well, considering I don't even know where we're going, I just know we're going to Northwest Poland. I have no idea how far away we are. Oh, there we are, yeah, I can see the surface on the map now. Okay, cool, so we are pretty much there. That's why I didn't want to fully brake, because when you lose your momentum, it takes ages to get it back. I mean, it's pretty cool with the birds, not gonna lie. It's really nice and chill. Yeah, I think I might actually stream some My Summer Car at some point as well, actually. I'll definitely be streaming My Winter Car when that releases, which I know Topless Gun, like the creator of the game, said that he'll release it once My Summer Car is out of early access, which now it is out of early access, so you know, hopefully it's a case of it'll be out very, very soon. I mean, it's winter, right? It makes sense to release it now. If he's not going to release it now, you're talking probably December next year. Well, December this year. I don't want to wait that long. There, here we are. Yeah, there. Here. Oh. It's a roundabout or a junction? Looks like a junction. Hey, man. Oh no, it is a roundabout. Honestly, man, with how long this drive has been, I'm just jumping straight onto the roundabout. Don't care anymore. Right. Here we go. I mean, that's
Yep, don't care, mate. Do not care. Right. Where's the yard? Really? Why are we delivering? Yeah, it's a warehouse, to be fair. Am I going to regret actually parking it? That's the problem. Nope. I mean, I don't know why you would have a drop off like right here, like on the street. Not the best idea, but is what it is. Wait. There we go. Whoa. Oh yeah, it did get damaged. I wonder if that was from... It's only the second job I've ever had where I've damaged it. I wonder if that was from the car on the motorway or from when we blacked out. But anyway, it's been a pleasure actually streaming this. I've really enjoyed myself, but I'm going to leave it here for today. I might stream a little bit later on today after I've had something to eat. We'll see. But there we go, guys. I will be back at some point in the next few days.